we were hanging out yesterday, talking family, cousin, and just remembered a story. One time I was driving down the 405 coming through Long Beach, and I was running out of gas, and of course everyone knows with gas prices it sucks not being rich, so you gotta pick and choose where you get gas. But gas I was on, I was like, it's been 20 miles, I better pull off and get to a gas station, and I exited, and I don't know Long Beach all that much, but I knew one of the streets turned to Catala, but it was the wrong street, and I ended up I saw 76, and I was like, oh yeah, that's way too high. Kept going down, and I ended up in a dead end behind Cal State Long Beach. I was like, great, 76 it is. Turn around and go, and I'm like, here's my right leg, my pinky, and everything else that I have. Just need two gallons at least. But I'm sitting there, I'm pumping in my gas, and I turn around, and there's like a white Nissan Sentra, and it said, in loving memory, and it had name, date, from to when. And I was just like looking, I was just like, man, it was only 2 years. And like I didn't know whose car it was or whatever. And I just saw inside there was a tow truck driver, and he came out and he grabbed the pump and he went to put the nozzle in his car. And I was like, hey man, I'm really sorry, I just read the back of your window, I'm really sorry for your loss. And I was just like, could I pray for you? And he was just like, yeah, like totally, like that's cool, yeah, pray for me. So I was praying for him and everything. And how many of you know what we're going to be doing in heaven when we get there?
Singing, praising.
And I said, your kid was so special that God needed his voice in heaven. And that, I just wanted to let him know, like, there shouldn't be any sadness, even though, like, for us it sucks, especially, I'm not a parent, but I've had, little cousins pass away, they didn't get to live their life. And I could only imagine, like parents, they go through this whole 9-month process, their child's going to be born, and you only get 2 years with the child. And I said, this is when I went to my old church, and I said, I always kept cards in my car, and I was like, hey, if you ever need someone to talk to, or you feel like going to church, here's a card, just come out. And this is on a, Saturday night, probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And so I it's Sunday, I served in children's ministry, and I was getting ready to walk in, because I used to go in the morning service, and then 11 o'clock I go teach in the kids service. So I was walking in, and I just hear a group of people like, man, it was so good to see them, like blah blah, they haven't been here in so long. And one of the other teachers, his name was Matt, and they were like a Long Beach posse. There was just a big group of Long Beach people that went there that knew each other. And I was like, hey Matt, I was in Long Beach last night. And he was just like, you, he was like, man, he was like, brother, he's like, you have no idea, because when the guy's son got sick, he stopped coming to church. Like, this guy Matt invited him, he would come a few times, but he just never showed up, after that. And he was like, he said that when he came to church, he ran into Matt and told him, hey, he was like, hey, it's so good to see you. And he was like, dude, he was like, I was getting gas, and someone saw my car and asked if he can pray for me. And after he prayed for me, he gave me a card, and it was for the church.
Aww.
And he said right then and there, he knew, like, I need to go back to church. And, and I shared that how this story came about last night was when we, draw near to God, like it's not our mission. Like we're not going to go out and save the whole world, right? We're not the Avengers. We're not going to, get everywhere. But if we're able to reach one person, that person is able to reach someone else.
Yes.
And it's just like when Jesus went to his hometown, how many people did he reach in his hometown? None, right? And it's just like my dad. Everyone knows my dad for who he was. You used to drink with me and party with me, this, that, and the other. People know you from then. Everyone knows. They're not going to forget your past, right? It's there.
Yeah.
But if you're able to reach someone else, that person could reach someone else who is end up going to get to your family, to those that were close to you,
Yes.
that won't listen to you.
Yes.
So that's why, everyone, we all have, that calling, a purpose for our life.
Amen.
So that's what I was sharing.
Amen.